Welcome back. Today we're diving into a powerful game-changing concept that could transform the way you approach success and achievement. That is the art of taking inspired action. If you've ever felt like you're working hard but not getting the results you want, or maybe you're simply going through the motions without true passion, this video is for you. Inspired action is that missing piece that can help you break through, realign your goals with your passions, and create a lasting impact both in your personal life and your career. Today, we'll not only reveal what inspired action is, but also how you can integrate it into your daily routine for exponential growth and success.
Have you ever wondered why some people seem to achieve success so effortlessly, while others, despite hard work, struggle to see results? The secret often lies in the kind of action they take. Today, you learn the vital difference between regular action and regular action, that's actions you feel you should take, and inspired action, actions that feel exciting, purposeful, and natural. Today, you'll uncover powerful techniques that will teach you how to align your actions with your inner guidance, turning everyday tasks into powerful, meaningful steps towards your biggest goals. Stick around to hear real life examples of how shifting from ordinary action to inspired action has transformed lives, boosted careers, and even created multi-million dollar businesses. I guess you're more curious to know more, so let's dive deeper into these concepts. Understanding what differentiates regular action from inspired action is critical, as it forms the foundation for a life of not just success but profound fulfillment. Let's start with regular action. Regular action is what most people are familiar with. These are the things you do because you feel obligated to do them. Regular action is often driven by external expectations, societal pressures, or the fear of failure. It's mechanical. It can feel draining. It's usually focused on short-term results. Regular action tends to, regular action tends to lack creativity and passion, really. It's easy to fall into this routine when you're not listening to what excites or moves you. Often, these actions are based on logical reasoning, following established paths, or doing what others have done before you. But here's the problem. When you continuously engage in actions without inspiration, you might find yourself stuck in a cycle of productivity without progress.
That's right.
You're busy, but you're not necessarily moving forward toward anything meaningful. For example, let's take the example of someone in a 9-to-5 job, for example. They might be doing their daily tasks, sending emails, attending meetings, but it all feels so routine, so mundane, really. They're doing what's necessary to keep the job, but it lacks a passion or purpose behind it. This is regular action. It's necessary, yes, but it's not fulfilling. It doesn't always lead to growth or breakthroughs.
So, what's inspired action? Inspired action comes from within. It's driven by your internal desires, your passions, and the things that make you feel alive. It feels more natural, more purposeful, and even exhilarating. The energy behind inspired action is different. It's not about obligation or fear. It's about joy, excitement, and alignment with who you truly are. Inspired action taps into your creativity. It opens up new possibilities and often leads to surprising outcomes. When you follow inspired action, it feels effortless, and time seems to flow. It doesn't mean it's easy, but there's a sense of alignment between what you're doing and what you care about. Inspired action is also deeply personal. What inspires one person may not inspire another. That's why it's so important to Tune into your inner voice and recognize what truly motivates you. When you take inspired action, you're no longer just going through the motions like Paul mentioned earlier, the mundane, routine, task. Instead, you're building momentum towards something that genuinely excites you. Inspired action creates a ripple effect. You draw opportunities, resources, and connections because of your enthusiasm. Your enthusiasm becomes contagious. For example, let's imagine that that same person in the 9 to 5 job Paul talked about earlier, but instead of going through the motions, they feel inspired to start a project that genuinely excites them. Maybe it's a new way to streamline the company's workflow for efficiency, or a new approach to marketing. They are not doing it because someone told them to. They are doing it because they are passionate about the idea. Suddenly, they are working late into the night. It doesn't feel like work anymore. It feels like they're creating something meaningful. This is inspired action.
Yep.
We'll now discuss techniques for aligning actions with inner guidance. Taking inspired action requires more than just motivation. It requires a connection to your deeper self. Here's how you can cultivate this connection. You want to start by engaging in practices that enhance your awareness of your thoughts and feelings. This could involve quiet reflection, meditation, or even activities like yoga that connect, your body and mind. Incorporate 15-minute meditations into your morning routine, right? Focusing on what brings you joy and purpose, aiming to clarify your day's goals. Also, allow yourself the space to explore and innovate within your field or interests. Maybe it's your hobbies. What interests you? What excites you? This might mean setting aside time each week to brainstorm new ideas without limitations or fear of judgment. For example, block out 2 hours each week, just 2 hours, for a creative sandbox. A creative sandbox time or session where you experiment with new ideas, tools, or methods that can bring innovation to your regular tasks.
You also want to trust your intuition. This powerful internal guide can lead you towards more fulfilling and effective actions. When faced with a decision, instead of immediately consulting others, spend a few moments alone to listen to what your gut tells you about each option. Note these feelings in a journal and reflect on them when making decisions. When these techniques become part of your regular practice, you'll notice that inspired ideas begin to emerge more often. You'll be able to distinguish between the actions that simply need to be done and the actions that excite you and propel you forward. Remember, it's not about abandoning regular action. It's about integrating inspired action into your everyday life so that your work becomes more meaningful and aligned with your goals. Now, let's look at some real-life examples of people who embraced inspired action and saw incredible results. We're going to start with Sarah. Sarah was a small business owner, had been running a struggling bakery business for years. She was doing all the regular tasks, baking, bookkeeping, customer service, but she felt drained and uninspired. Then one day, she had an inspired idea to host local baking workshops. It wasn't something she had planned, but the idea excited her. Within months, her bakery became known as a community hub, and the workshops brought in additional revenue, saving her business. Michael's was a career transformation story, and I'll share with you here as well. Michael was working in finance, but always felt drawn to storytelling. One day, while journaling, he realized how much he wanted to help others tell their stories. He began taking inspired action, writing in the evenings, starting a blog, and eventually quitting his finance job to become a full-time writer. Now, Michael has published several books and is living a life that aligns with his passion.
Isn't that inspiring?
Yes.
Wow. Now that we've heard these stories, let's hear yours. Can you recall a time when you acted on inspiration and saw amazing results? Or maybe there was a time you ignored that inner voice and later regretted it. It happened to many of us.
Yes.
Share your experiences in the comments below. Your stories could inspire others to take their own inspired actions. And if you're feeling this content is valuable, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay updated with more insights, more videos like this on personal growth and success.
Are you ready to take the next step in your journey towards personal and professional growth? Would love to help you dive deeper into the art of taking inspired action and create a personalized strategy for your success. As John said, click on the link below to schedule a free 30-minute consultation with our expert coaching team. During this call, we'll discuss your unique goals, challenges, and how our proven methods can help you achieve breakthrough results. Don't let another day go by without tapping into the power of inspired action. Book your session now. Let's start transforming your life today.